Do you want to be featured on 2KTV? Share your best plays on social media using the hashtag 2KTVWow. I'll be back to help you choose the top assist next week, so keep sharing that ball. They're wide open in the corner, so make the pass. I'll see ya.
Okay, so you've completed the Jordan Challenge and you're ready to take Airs into a more immersive mode with your friends. Well, My NBA Airs is where it's at.
Yeah, this is the mode where you can jump in with your friends into a league. And it is rich with enough in-depth options.
Welcome, folks, to what promises to be a great Tuesday night of the NBA on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Phoenix Suns against the Los Angeles Clippers. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Kawhi Leonard was recognized as one of the NBA's 75 greatest. Coach Ty Lue says to go from being a 15th pick to that means a lot. It's a tribute to his hard work and dedication. And Leonard credits that work ethic to his dad. He says, I try to play as hard as I can each night. That's what my father wanted me to do. Kevin?
What a worker Kawhi is. Terrific player. And a great story, David. Thanks. We know some teams are stuck in the cycle of we think this is the year. We think we may finally get over the hump. And then the disappointment when it's not.
And Kevin, here is the reality. Winning championships in the NBA is extremely difficult. You can, as a front office, put a roster together on paper and think, okay, we have enough talent to win the championship, and for whatever reason, the pieces don't mesh. And the other part of this, Kevin, is sometimes luck goes into winning. A poorly timed injury, a guy who asks out that totally came out of the blue. There are so many things that go into winning in this league.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point guard. And for the Suns, we've got DeAndre Ayton. Landry Shamet is out there with Chris Paul. Then it's Torrey Craig. And it's Bridges in at the small forward. And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. And the shot goes in.
I love this young man's mindset. When he has the basketball, he's looking to score.
Jackson looking it over, passes to George. And the three off target. And it's Phoenix's ball. The drive by Paul, lays it up and banks it in.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And that's what a coach loves to see in a close game. Just put your head down and make something happen.
A three from Leonard. This ball grabs the miss. Well, it was the Clippers. Their last game a loss to Cleveland. To the middle. And Ayton the bucket on the assist by Paul.
The always aware Chris Paul, one of the great passers in history. There's another assist.
Jackson against Paul. Back to Jackson. Pass to George. And the Clippers miss again.
Boy, having a hard time making shots. Just 1 for 4 to start this game.
And the shot goes down.
Not a ball stopper on the wing. Bridges with the helper.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Jackson passes to Leonard. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Boy, you love what this guy is doing right now. He's taking smart shots, shooting a high percentage, starting to cook.
Jackson against Paul. And Zubac picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Chris Paul has always been willing to rebound the position. He understands he's got to provide support on the backboards.
Leonard looking over the floor. Here's the teardrop. A second chance effort. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
First personal foul.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts
At
up,
the
it's
line for the
going
Clippers.
in. This guy is
Kawhi
hot.
Leonard.
Hot.
One shot.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Phoenix.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
That free throw good from Leonard. Doris, it's been great to see the Clippers rise to prominence over the last 10 years, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, listen, this was an organization that spent years in futility, but you have to admire the transformation that has led to consistent success. They used to be a franchise that made the playoffs maybe once in a decade. Now you expect them to contend in the West.
Now, here's Shamet. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Shamet the pass to Ayton. Good work defensively by Morris.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Jackson against Craig. Jackson misses. Suns leading by 3. There's the pass to Bridges. Shamet with it. Bridges kicks to Craig. Just 4 to shoot. Ball for 3. Phoenix no good that time either. Clippers trail by 3. Jackson drives in. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Ooh, that's the quick first step by Reggie Jackson. What a pretty play.
Pass to Shamet. Now here's Ayton. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Knocks down the 3-ball. Shamet's got his second basket of the night.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens. Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 6. Back to George. And it's George finishing it off.
Assistant.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has
Kawhi
improved
Leonard.
his passing ability on time and on target. Yes, sir.
Paul passes to Bridges. Back to Paul. Out left to the wing. Lets it go from 11. That shot missing. Good work defensively by Morris. Here's Jackson. It's rebounded by Paul. Phoenix leading by 4. And Zubac picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Los Angeles. Los Angeles on D. Paul outside. And the Suns miss again.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Jackson gets the bucket.
Reggie Jackson.
Don't let Reggie Jackson get easy scoring opportunities, folks. Then he catches his rhythm, and now you've got a problem.
Passes it to Shamet. Bounce pass, Craig. Down low. Here's Ayton. Fires it up. That shot misses. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see their frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
I thought they were outworked and outplayed in just about every phase of the game. Maybe that's one of those situations where you say, hey, let's move on.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Of course, there's some pretty cool stories, aren't there, about Kawhi Leonard and what he has done in the community.
There really are, Kevin. I think about it. When he wins the Defensive Player of the Year award, that comes with a car. And instead of using it for his own personal use, he donated that to a children's welfare charity. This is the same guy who gave 1 million backpacks to kids in need in Los Angeles. Just a few of the things he does for his community.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. And then for Los Angeles, Norman Powell's checked in for Marcus Morris. Luke Kennard comes in for George. Mann subbed in for Jackson. Now, here's Washington. Pass to Johnson. Shot clock at 5. Pulls it up. Here's Lee, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
personal foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
The Suns shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And both free throws good for Lee.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Leonard kicks to Kennard. And the pass to Mann. Powell for 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Well, let's give some credit to the coaching staff as well, recognizing the weaknesses in that defense and going after each one of them.
Now here's Powell. 11 points for him in that last game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. Kennard against Lee. Back to Powell. The 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
Now, Norman Powell has proven to be capable as a scorer. All 3 levels are part of his game. That time goes to the 3 ball.
Johnson, the pass to Washington. Back to Johnson. Lee outside. Pass to Landale. Here's Johnson. Suns moving the ball around. Lee outside. Nailed from three-point land. Lee's got 5.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now, here's Kennard. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Luke Kennard showing off his playmaking skills. That's about vision and IQ.
Johnson outside. Back to Washington. Sharks looking around. From deep, Johnson. And with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
They get the rebound. Platoon passes to Leonard. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Suns trailing. And the Suns call time here.
What's interesting to me is when somebody takes a buyout, that typically means they're close to done. That is not the case with Nick Batum. He got bought out of Charlotte in 2020, and he's still a very good basketball player.
Kennard against Lee. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Up top, Leonard goes up with a stripe. Another miss by Leonard. Phoenix has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter.
2 minutes remaining.
Washington passes to Johnson. Lee outside. Passes it to Landale. No good with the triple. And it's the Clippers' ball. They're on a 13-5 run. Pass to Powell. Outside Leonard. Back to Powell. The three. No good that time. Now the Suns take it the other way. Washington with it. Leonard picks him up. Leonard against Washington. Back to Saric. Over Kennard. And the Suns miss again. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 13-5 run here. Powell. That's good.
Well, you don't want to see Norman Powell settling for outside looks. Love when he goes to work down deep.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Landale. Defended by Batum. They grab their own miss and out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Robert Covington's checked in for Kawhi Leonard.
Robert Covington.
So it's the Clippers now. 4-point game. Man passes to Batum. And there's the pass to Man. Pass to Kennard. Clock at 6. From outside, off the mark. Well, it was the Clippers. Their last game, a loss to the Cavaliers in Cleveland. And here is Washington. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And with the rebound. Man's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Los Angeles on top. They lead by 4. And we'll be back with you right after this.
Here they are, your Suns Dancers.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Suns trail by 4. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Jackson is the point with Kennard on the wing. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's George in at the small forward spot.
Don't let DeAndre Ayton get comfortable. This guy is a problem on the interior.
Jackson kicks to Kennard. And George now top of the key. Covington against Johnson. Jackson has the open look, and it's off from three-point range. Paul looking around. Shoots over Covington. Paul's shot is off. Clippers shooting the ball at 42%. Here's George. Another shot. Nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket. George has got the lead up to 4 now for the Clippers. Pass to Shamet. Bridges with it. Ayton finds Paul. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Paul's got 7.
Well, you can't hesitate if you want to succeed in catch-and-shoot situations. Chris Paul's such a quick thinker.
Back to Jackson. Pass to Kennard. Three-pointer. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Back to Shamet. Lays it up off the glass. He has 7.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
That was the 2K drive, as that move deserved another look.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Now the pass to Zubac. Over Ayton. Rebound by the Suns. Paul's got 4 rebounds in this game. Bridges kicks to Paul. Johnson outside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Robert Covington picks one up. You know, Greg, you played on some gritty teams, and we hear that expression, getting punched in the mouth. And it's not usually literal, but what's that look like on the floor? What's it feel like on the court?
Kevin, you're just out hustling and out muscling the team. At times you'll see it. They kind of checked out mentally, and I'll tell you what, it is one of the best feelings in sport.
And that one falls for Johnson. And the Clippers making a change here. Morris is checked in. And it's tied up with that one. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Outside, George. Pass to Kennard. Outside, Jackson. Morris outside. Shot clock at 6. For 3. The shot that time, not on target. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Paul right side. So they take the lead. Paul's got 5 points in the quarter.
Boy, I love Chris Paul's ability to work on the interior. Tenacious, crafty. Few players his size have done it better.
Back to Jackson, over Paul. And again, no good by the Clippers. The Suns have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Bridges. Offensive rebound. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. To the inside, Morris. Johnson with the block. Morris with the bucket.
Morris Sr.
Phoenix has gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Bridges outside. Back to Paul. Johnson wide open. He fires. Rebound by the Clippers. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Cameron Johnson. Kawhi Leonard, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
The T-shirts, everyone. Who wants one? Phoenix, get on your feet and give a warm welcome to your Sun Dancers. All right, Suns fans, here come your Suns Dancers. Phoenix, get on your feet and give a warm welcome to your Suns Dancers.
And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. There's Jackson with the 3. Drains the three-pointer. Jackson's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Well, over the years, Reggie Jackson's improvement as a range shooter has really unlocked his game.
All finds Shannon. And the Suns miss again.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
It's George on the wing. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
In the corner, Shamet with it. Over George. And it's Shamet missing.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. Third all-time in career assists, second all-time in career assist percentage. And he looks far from done.
And great, what separates Paul from the other two guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
And the first one at the line is good. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
He hits both from the stripe.
I think fans can appreciate Kawhi's understated and quiet personality because between the lines there's a level of focus and competitive spirit and most importantly productivity that you can really appreciate.
And here's Los Angeles. Right now they're 9-0 run. George. And the Clippers miss again.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Bridges passes to Paul. The 10-footer. That one drops for him. And that's 11 points for Chris Paul. Los Angeles leading by 5. Outside, George. Clippers moving the ball around. Inside, here's Zubac. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Ball against Jackson. Ball passes to Ayton. Stolen by Zubac. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Leonard with no one around. Offline with his 3. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. The putback, it's good on the putback.
What a fantastic offensive rebounder. Ayton's so good at using his physical advantages.
Leonard kicks to George. Back to Leonard. Passes it to Zubac. On the wing, Jackson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on 8.
We know Reggie Jackson has the quickness to get inside and the toughness to make a play, folks.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
We've got a lot of game left, but boy, they are doing a tremendous job on the offensive glass.
That's good from Jackson.
Reggie Jackson, one of those guys who does a little bit of everything. Can score it, can be a setup guy, can play the 1, can play the 2. You love his versatility.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Sharch has checked in for Mikal Bridges. Lee comes in for Landry Shamet. And Washington subbed in for Paul. Both free throws good from Jackson.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Washington kicks to Lee. Back to Washington. Sharch outside. Jacks up a 3. Powell pulls it in. And so Powell will bring it up for Los Angeles. Leading by 5. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. And they're in the middle of this long string of games away from home. That'll be game 4 of 7 straight away. Craig kicks to Washington. Pass to Ayton. Jackson against Washington. Here's Sharch. And that one is off. The Clippers go the other way with it. Jackson against Ayton. The pass to Powell for the 3. The shot missing. Suns trail by 7. Pass to Washington. He kicks it to Lee. Back to Washington. And again, it's the Suns missing. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 13-4 run right now.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Nikola Batum, first personal foul, second team foul.
The Suns have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
Dwayne Washington Jr. at the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. Washington hits them both.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Passes to Powell. And here's Leonard. Pass to Jackson. Takes a 3. Traps in the tray. Jackson's got the lead up to 8 now for the Clippers.
And we've seen this offense step back into three-point land a little bit more in this quarter.
The pass to Lee. Now, here's Washington. Good ball movement here by the Suns.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
George against Craig. Here's Lee outside. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. Leonard's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Back to Jackson. Kicks to Leonard. To the paint. Here's George. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. To the inside. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 6 on the basket from Ayton.
Boy, it took him a while to warm up, but since the second quarter, he's on fire.
Lee against Powell. 1:14 left to play here in the second quarter.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Lee passes to Craig. Out to Lee. The Clippers grab the miss. Jackson's got his 4th rebound in this one. George up top. Powell against Lee. Back to George. Jackson in the corner. The shot's good on the assist by George. Jackson's got 11 points in the quarter.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Washington with it. Pass to Ayton. He gets it in there. Ayton's got 12.
Well, you can see, guys, how much confidence DeAndre Ayton plays the game with. This is especially so on the offensive end.
Reggie Jackson firing on all cylinders for Los Angeles. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, guys. With head coach Monty Williams. Coach, how do you get things going a little bit more offensively?
Well, we got to set screens. We got to get stops. If we're getting stops, we can play in transition. That opens up a lot for us.
Yeah, you guys are hard to beat when you're out and running. We'll see if that happens more. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. Well, for the Clippers, Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Clippers?
What stood out to me more than anything else was how hard they got after it on the offensive glass. They were keeping possessions alive and converting those rebounds. Take away those extra points, they're not in this position, Ernie.
And Kenny, your take on Phoenix?
They couldn't get anything from beyond the arc. Obviously, plenty of bad shots, but they couldn't even hit wide open ones. They need to regroup, I'm telling you, regroup with some kind of rhythm and get on pace.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
Here they are, yours.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Reggie Jackson has been sensational.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Torrey Craig is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then there's Landry Shamet. Then there's Ayton. And it's Paul in at the 1. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Suns trail by 5. Inside, Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, Mr. Ayton decides, why just lay it up when you can finish with authority?
The Clippers shooting a meager 37% for the game. Jackson kicks to Leonard. Back to Jackson. Passes it to Leonard. Tries again, and he sinks the layup.
Kawhi Leonard.
Leonard's got 17 now.
This has defined Kawhi Leonard's game going back to college. He understood rebounding is important to winning.
Pass to Shamet. Paul kicks to Shamet. Over George. And it's Shamet missing. Los Angeles leading by 5. From 10 feet out. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Here's Paul. Offensive rebound. Here's Bridges. In close, he hits it.
They are just killing him on the interior.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And a nice score that came from just attacking the rim. Huge play in this hotly contested game.
Outside Leonard. George looking around. Shoots over Shamet. The shot by George, no good.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
Here's Ayton. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Jackson kicks to Leonard. The pass to George. Ball against Jackson. Back to George. Shoots over Shamet. That doesn't go either for George.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Throw good, Paul George. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, G8, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin, but give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
One of the things that's been said before, but is so accurate, Paul George's ability to improve himself is really quite remarkable. This guy is always looking for ways to add to an already stellar game.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Kennard on the wing. Defended by Bridges. Zubac kicks to George. Pass to Morris. Over Johnson. Los Angeles with another miss. The Suns have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
And George gets it to go.
That's a tougher look than it seems, folks. Paul George's mid-range game is sweet.
Passes it to Shamet. Back to Paul. Pass to Bridges. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. The Clippers in the lead. Now the pass to George. Here's Mann. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Kennard. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Greg. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
Johnson, the pass to Paul. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Clippers leading by 3. Here's Mann. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Kicks it out to Paul. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got 5 rebounds tonight, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris. Robert Covington's checked in for the Clippers. Suns trail by 3. Paul, he drains the quick shot. Paul's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, the IQ is just at the top of the NBA game. Chris Paul's so smart at getting to his spots.
Right side, Covington. Pass to Mann. Drops in the layup for 2. Mann's got his first 2 points.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Bridges passes to Johnson. For the tie. And it's Shamet missing.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Summer of 2014, Doris. Paul George suffering a leg injury playing for the national team.
Kevin, I remember that injury like it was yesterday. There were many, including me, who wondered whether Paul George could ever be the same guy. And amazingly, he puts in all the necessary work, and I think has come back better. That is a huge credit to his work ethic and his grit.
Free throw good from George. Phoenix making some changes. Sharch comes in for Mikal Bridges. And it's Damian Lee in for Landry Shamet. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Batum's checked in. And both free throws good for Paul George.
And after attempting no free throws in the first half, now he's putting the defense back on its heels.
From 11 feet away. Shot is good in the Los Angeles leads. Cut down to 3 on the bucket from Chris Paul.
Well, Paul can be consistent from that part of the floor. Defenses should know you can't allow his mid-range game to start cooking.
Here's man, defended by Paul. From deep, George. George grabs the board. For Phoenix, they've gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime. Shooting 8 of 15. The shot's good. Now just a 1-point Los Angeles lead.
Well, so great when your offense produces a shot that close to the rim. The rest of the work becomes easier.
Here's man. It's hauled in by the Suns. Paul's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Johnson. Back to Paul. For the lead. And no good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. No good that time. Good D by Johnson. George has the open look. A miss that time would have put him up. The Clippers shooting an ugly 27% since halftime. Batum wide open. He fires. George grabs the board. George has got his 4th rebound in this one. Now Lee. He has 7. Great D that time from Batum. George against Johnson.
Well, Paul George is such a solid all-around player. This guy can score it at an elite level, and he passes it well, too.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Back to Paul. Lets it go from 14. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 3 assists in the game. Los Angeles calls timeout.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
Suns fans, here comes your Suns answer.
Washington's checked in for the Suns. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Norman Powell's checked in for George. Suns on defense. They trail by 1. Outside, Covington. Man gets the bucket.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
Lee outside. Paul outside. Johnson outside. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Kennard up top. He's covered by Washington. 6 to shoot. Here's man. Paul with the defensive effort. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. It's a 3-point game.
Well, that's his second 3 of the game. 1 in the first half, 1 here.
And there's the pass to Paul. And here's Kennard. Some solid defense from Šarić. On the wing, Johnson for the lead. Goes back up. And the layup by Šarić. Šarić has got his first bucket of the night.
How about the instincts of Dario Šarić? Just exceptional at getting those second chance opportunities.
Kennard, the pass to Batum. Here's man. And again, no good by the Clippers. Now here's Paul. He's got 24. To the middle. Here's Washington. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. And now a 4-point Suns lead. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Offensive struggles continue, missing again. And a wide open look for Lee. Rebounded by Covington.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Pass to Paul. The layup off target. A big-time effort for Chris Paul, providing a lot of energy for the Phoenix Suns. He has really delivered at the offensive end. He's torched him for 24 points so far. Back to the action in just a minute. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. The guard and off guard, filled by Jackson and Powell. Leonard and Morris are up in the forward positions. And it's Zubac in at the center.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Paul's got the lead up to 6 now for the Suns. Outside Leonard. Zubac, bounce pass. From the top of the key. The shot by Powell, no good. Well, Phoenix shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. And there's Ayton, and that's good on the assist by Paul. Paul's got 3 assists in the game. Passes it to Paul. Back to Jackson. And here is Powell. To the left wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Zubac kicks to Leonard. Fires the 3. And the Clippers miss again. Suns leading by 8. Paul outside. Bridges outside. Plenty of space. And it's Shamet missing.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot.
Here's Jackson. Second shot opportunity, and it's Zubac laying it in.
This guy is just working his tail off on the boards. You love the effort, love the energy.
Shamet kicks to Paul. Pass to Bridges. Back to Paul. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Paul's got the lead. Back up to 8 now for Phoenix. The pass to Pop. Back to Jackson. Outside Leonard. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Pass to Zubac. From deep. Phoenix grabs the miss. Bridges has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside. And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
The shot by Powell, no good. And so it's Paul bringing it up for Phoenix. Passes it to Craig. Bridges outside. Suns keep it alive. And that one's good, Ayton.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Powell, the pass to Zubac. Outside Leonard. Back to Zubac. He kicks to Leonard. From deep three-point range. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Paul left side. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got his 6th rebound on the night. Jackson. Here's Leonard. No good on that one. Bridges with some nice defense. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession.
Phoenix ball.
Paul George is checked in for Norman Powell.
Paul George.
Paul against Jackson. Bounce pass, Craig. Here's Ayton. The second effort. He takes it up and lays it in. Ayton's got the lead up to 12 now for the Suns.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
While we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team. He is not pleased, and he told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move, or I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Bridges passes to Ayton. Now, here's Shamet, defended by George.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Down low. Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Zubac.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Ayton kicks to Shamet. Tries it from 19. The shot by Paul, no good. Los Angeles has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Pass to Shamet. Paul against Jackson.
A tremendous call by Chris Paul. Refuses to back off, doesn't waste the look, and gets a foul for his work.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Suns.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
And so Paul nails both of them.
But Chris Paul has been successful at the highest level in the NBA, on and off the floor for such a long period of time. I love his intellect, his work habits, everything he represents.
Jackson passes to Zubac. Inside, Leonard. Zubac trying to break loose. That's in, and the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Kawhi Leonard. The pass to Shamet. Bridges outside. Back to Shamet. 6 on the shot clock. From 13, he doesn't hit that one. Excellent D there from George. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Now just a 5-point Phoenix lead.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
And the Suns call time.
All right, Suns fans, here come your Suns dancers. That's right, Suns fans. Time to make some noise for your Suns dancers. That's right, Suns fans. Time to make some noise for your Suns dancers. That's right, Suns fans. Time to make some noise for your Suns dancers.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, DeAndre Ayton.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
Jackson against Paul. Bridges passes to Shamet. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Leonard against Bridges. Leonard the pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Well, you have to love the patience by Kawhi right there. Use the pick and roll game to perfection.
Bridges outside. Jackson against Paul. Bridges passes to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. George finds Batum. George with the ball. He's covered by Shamet. And here's Leonard from three. That shot, no good. And Phoenix the other way now. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. The shot's good from Paul. Now it's a 7-point Suns lead.
You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
I'm glad we got a chance to check out that fantastic drive one more time.
He's doing everything he can to put this game to bed, and great score there to help his team.
Here's Batum. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Shamet with it. To the inside. Craig kicks to Ayton. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got 11 rebounds in the game. To the middle. Here's Batum. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Reggie Jackson.
Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one. Paul passes to Shamet. To the paint. Ayton in the corner. Lock at 6. Paul outside. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Clippers trail by 5. Here's Leonard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You can see the kind of savvy Kawhi Leonard plays with. This guy makes the defense commit and gets himself to the foul line.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard. And so he hits both.
Well, this is why you run your offense through him in important situations. You know he's going to deliver.
Shamet on the wing, defended by George. And it's Shamet missing.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now. Reggie Jackson is as fearless as they come. Game in the balance, no problem.
Here's Paul. Batum grabs the miss. Batum's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. They now take the lead. Leonard's got 23.
Let's remember this is a former Finals MVP. He will not blink in the biggest of moments.
Here's Paul. Dishes it to Ayton. Down low, Jackson. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
That's a little bit about balance and concentration. Jackson absorbs the contact and makes the shot anyway.
Phoenix calls timeout. They trail by 3. 1:20 left in the game. Ball against Jackson. Can they get it? Some solid defense there from Jackson. Los Angeles leading by 3. Here's Leonard. Second chance shot. And he banks that one home. Leonard's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Absolutely no fear. Kawhi Leonard welcomes these moments. He relishes these moments.
Here's Paul. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Great D that time from Batum. Leonard inside. He's against Bridges. And an intentional foul right there. And the Clippers making a change here. Morris is checked in.
Coming onto the floor for the Clippers, Marcus Morris Sr.
44 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Leonard kicks to Morris. A three-pointer off the mark. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Suns. Paul, no one around him. Kept alive. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
But DeAndre Ayton is engaged, he's focused, and he delivers a clutch bucket.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Third team foul. Shooting for the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Well, because of his history of delivering in clutch moments, boy, I think the last guy you hope to foul was Kawhi Leonard. Does he prove us correct?
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Yeah, the crucial part of those free throws is that it now makes it a 2-possession game.
And the Suns call time here. They're trailing by 5. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
That's right, Suns fans. Time to make some noise for your Suns dancers. Here they are, your Suns dancers. That's right, Suns fans. Time to make some noise for your Suns dancers. Give a big hand to your Suns dancers dance team.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Paul. Got it! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
That's a statement from Chris Paul. He understands game is in the balance. It's my time.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
And he's been a consistent free throw shooter. Jackson could make a difference here.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game. 17 seconds left in the fourth. Shamet on the wing. A three-pointer, no good.
Phoenix
and so they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. 5th team foul. Shooting for the Clippers, Reggie Jackson. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game. Paul passes to Craig for 3. Bridges. He can't get it to go. So the Clippers with the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you very much, Kawhi. How do you evaluate your team's progress at this point in the season?
We got to come out and just have the same mindset and energy every night. You know, that's the thing that we're working on, trying to be consistent at, and just knowing the game plan. And, you know, once we get that down and we start making our shots, it's going to be very hard to beat us. And
you're winning games in the meantime, man. Thanks. Back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.